Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. On our sideline reporting tonight, Allie LaForce. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You can take a look at the Raptors. They're right now in the 8th spot in the conference here in the early part of the season.
Well, I think for Toronto, they haven't attracted any serious attention here in the early season. It's been the kind of average start that most had predicted.
I do think they're capable of more than what they've given so far. If this coaching staff gets them right on track, and once they get a few more games under their belt, the wins will start to come.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. On the block, you'll see Kamara and Klingon. The wings for him, Sharp and Avdia. And it's MP in at the point guard. And for Toronto, the post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. The guard spots filled by Quickly and Barrett. And it's Ingram in at the 3, the small forward. We have the first leg of the NBA season, Greg, now behind us. The standings starting to come into shape.
Yeah, right now is when you can make sense of wins and losses. Who you play matters so much early on, but things have started here to balance out.
And that one's good, Barnes.
Short corner, but not an easy corner. Barnes knocking that one down.
MP passes to Sharp. Back to MP. Banked in off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Back to Sharp. Klingon, the screen for Sharp. To the middle. And it's Klingon with the jam.
You can't teach size, right? Klingon is already one of the bigger guys in this league, and you can see him adding another 10 or 15 pounds of muscle.
Barnes with it. Klingon defending. For 3, Barrett. Avdia with the rebound. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Klingon the screen for MP. Buries the long-range jumper. MP's got 5 now.
What a great start. They've only missed 1 thus far.
And here's Quickly for 3. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks. Well, with a window of opportunity opening in the East, the Raptors are trying to make inroads. After acquiring Brandon Ingram last season, he's finally out of the bubble wrap and providing that offensive punch that this team has needed. The goal is clear. Ingram said it himself. They're looking to get back into the playoffs in Toronto.
Love that confidence. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. And a chance here now to look at the rookie race. Never too soon to see how some of the fresh faces in the league are holding up. We've got quite a few youngsters looking to put their name in the front of the Rookie of the Year race. You look at MP, what a rookie year he's having, guys, atop the rankings right now. And even though it might be a tight call, he's definitely the favorite.
And what a feeling right now for him. I mean, sitting on top of the heap of all that young talent.
Well, he has wasted no time making his presence felt, and he's setting a very high standard for this year's rookie class.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here's the fast break. Barrett leading the way. Barnes looking around. And stolen by MP. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Raptors trail by 10. It's stolen. Over in the corner, Avdia. MP outside. Releases. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Portland?
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Trailblazers leading by 13. Pass to Kamare. Quickly against Avdia. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots the 3. Rebound by the Raptors. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, tough environment. They were right there, but just missed some key shots.
You know what? Playing on the road is always challenging. It requires a level of energy and focus. You've got to match what the home team gives you, and they didn't do it.
And here's Ingram from the arc. And again, no good by Toronto. Portland's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Raptors trail by 15. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
Didn't forget. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Outside, Barrett. Barnes against Avdia. And again, no good by Toronto.
Cannot believe he missed that one. Ooh, I'm sure he can't either.
On the court for the Trailblazers, we've got Holiday. Toumani Camara is out there with Denny Avdia. Then it's MP. And it's Krejci in at the small forward. Pass to Barrett. Back to Quickly. That 3 off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Barrett inside the three-point line. Off target from the wing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Scotty Barnes letting everyone know. He said, I'm a great defender. I feel like it doesn't really get talked about enough. I guard whoever, 1 through 5. That's what I pride myself on and what I'm ready to do every time I step on the floor. Guys?
A tone setter for sure at that end. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Here's Shed. And the Raptors miss again.
I'd go back to that shot again. That's a great look from the mid-range.
And they double up MP. Pass to Kamare. MP outside. Shot clock at 5. Avdia a screen on Quickly. MP, that's for 2. They get it back. Here's Krejci. Here's Kamare. A three-pointer off the mark. In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy you can plug in just about anywhere.
By the time this young man is done, MP could be one of the great scorers we've ever seen.
Pass to Shed. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
Been a tough stretch for this guy right now, looking a little out of sorts.
MP passes to Krejci. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. From the arc, That one's in, his first shot this game.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Pass to Shed. Back to Quickly. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Boy, you find a lane and you attack the rim with ferocity, quickly doing work.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Toronto. Donovan Clingan, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Shaedon Sharpe comes in for Drew Holiday. MP with a screen on Barrett. Avdia finds MP. Here's Kamare. Those three-pointers off the mark.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
And it's Shed missing.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
From downtown, and that's good. MP for three. MP's got 9 points in the quarter.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Here's Shed. Three-pointer. And Clingan pulls it down. Clingan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Quickly against MP. It's rebounded by Barrett.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
Here's Avdia. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Avdia's got 7.
Well, just ready to shoot as soon as the ball touches his hands. That is Deni Avdia. This guy has an instinct to score it.
Quickly, stolen by Avdia. To the inside, Hammer, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Portland, they haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Barrett with a screen on Avdia. Here's Ingram. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And loving when Ingram uses that length down low, not settling for the jumper.
Pass to Kamare. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. MP finds Kamara. Bangs home the trifecta.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Ingram outside. And here's Quickly for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Quickly's got his 2nd basket of the night.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
MP has been leading the charge for Portland. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. We've got more in store for you right after this.
The winner in the East, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Giannis, certainly deserves all the accolades. When you look at everything.
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the Trailblazers. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
In at the forwards, Ingram and Barnes. The guard spots filled by Quickly and Barrett. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 down low. That's the groove starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. And People Doors talk about the right time for a team to go all in. What goes into that decision, do you think?
Well, first and foremost, if you are having a high measure of success, it becomes about how do we sustain this roster to not miss the window to compete for championships. If you're talented and you're winning, how do you do the best you can to sustain that kind of success?
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
You know what time it is, everyone? Time to face the North, close up series up. New York, record, Y1 fans.
And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
Well, you look at Sharp, almost all the way up there in the top spot. I don't know if he'll make it to number one, but you'd have to say he's going to be a part of the contest for sure.
It's looking that way, and the contest will be a lot better off having him in it. He always puts on a show.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, and if they don't invite me to be a judge, I'm still going.
The three-pointer is right on target.
What you love about Deni Avdija, this guy can score in a multitude of ways.
Down low, here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
The lead pass is on the money. Make it so easy for your teammate.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. And Doris, what you love about Brandon Ingram, he's the total package.
He is, Kevin, because he's got incredible size, great shot-making ability. He's a three-level scorer, and you can mix his matchup on the defensive end.
Oh, and the dunk by Barnes.
All right, Scotty Barnes showing us you want to be in the dunk contest, young sir.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. MP with it, now guarded by Ingram. Avdija against Quickly. This one for three. Avdija can't hit. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Great crossover to get free. Barnes has got 9.
Boy, you combine the handle with Scotty Barnes' length, and this guy is a very tough cover.
MP inside. Quickly covering. Avdija gets the bucket.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Quickly against MP. Kamare misses. Raptors trail by 21. Barnes screen on Avdija. And that one's good. Barnes. He's got 11.
They are just killing him on the interior.
MP against Quickly. Pass to Kamare. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Kamare's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Portland. Now Quickly, covered by MP. Quickly, a beautiful reverse layup.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Pass to Kamare. Portland moving the ball around. And here's Sharp. And here's MP for 3. And Pirtle pulls it down. Barrett with the ball. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Stolen by Avdija. Now, here's Sharp. MP outside. Kamara finds Klingon. Just 5 to shoot. On the wing, MP. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Barnes has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
Guys, you can tell Scotty Barnes is locked in on the offensive end, and now he's found a rhythm, and there is no backing down.
And Toronto making a change here. Shed's checked in. Portland also making some changes. Murray comes in for Donovan Clingan. And it's Drew Holiday in for Avdia. Poeltl with the steal. Barnes outside. Pass to Poeltl. Barnes outside. Now Ingram launches a 3. It's hauled in by MP. A minute 50 left here in the third quarter. And Holiday has it in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Ingram kicks to Quickly. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Trailblazers leading by 21. MP looking around. Pass to Kamare. And the dunk by MP.
This young kid's got some ups. MP throwing it down.
1:10 left in the third. Ingram outside. Six to shoot. Holiday with the defensive effort.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
MP finds Kamara. Kept alive. The 3 from MP. Nailed from three-point land. MP's got 5 points in the quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And it's Quickly missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
MP outside. Pass to Kamare. MP outside. And again, it's Portland with the 3.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hit.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious. Changing it up here. For Portland, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Henderson out there with MP. Then it's Holiday, and it's Yang in at the 5. Ingram against Holiday. Pass to Shed. Barnes outside. The 3. Raptors get it back. Nice shot by Poeltl.
Well, one thing you know about Jakob Poeltl, this guy never stops working. What a motor.
The 3 from MP. Toronto grabs the miss. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. Barnes sets a screen for Ingram. No good from the wing. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter.
Boy, an unfortunate mix-up right there cost them a possession.
Manuel Quickly, he's checked in for the Raptors. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Murray's checked in. Now Barnes. Pass to Quickly. Inside, Poeltl. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Well, this is the expectation for Jakob Poeltl. His scoring in the post has to be there for him.
MP inside. quickly covering. Here's MP. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Quickly's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Out to Ingram from deep. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Murray's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. MP dishes to Henderson. Shoots a 3. Murray, no good. Raptors have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the 4th and even 50%. Here's Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
Wow, the hammer by R.J. Barrett. How about that athleticism?
Murray is screen on quickly. MP passes to Murray. Quickly against MP. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Murray that time on the assist by MP.
And what you like about MP as a playmaker, he has great vision.
Barnes sets a screen for Quickly. Ingram outside. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by MP.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Pass to Holiday. Back to MP. Front past the arc. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Ingram kicks to Quickly. Pirtle with a screen on Holiday. And it's Quickly missing.
I mean, apparently he still has the green light to shoot threes, but he is in an absolute funk right now.
MP against Quickly. Here's Krejci. And the 3 off target.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Trailblazers.
And as one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
I think his steals tell the story. This guy was a disruptive force, and I don't think you can underestimate how important it is for a team to have someone in that role.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late. Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
MP outside. The 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. 17 seconds left in the 4th quarter. It's picked off. Launches it. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight.
Thanks, guys. Congratulations on the win, MP. You led by example tonight, finishing with a double-double. Talk about it.
Yeah, it's not something I'm thinking about while the game is happening. It's just reading the game and looking for my spots, places where I can make a positive impact, you know? Wherever that happens to be, but you always love to see a double-double. Feels good to fill up the stat sheet.
I'll bet. Congrats, MP.
Appreciate it.
Back to you, Kevin.
Terrific work as